You are not surviving because you're stronger than them. You are surviving because you're human. Imagine waking up 100,000 years ago with nothing but the clothes on your back. No phone, no supermarket, no tap water, not even a suspiciously convenient microwave, and you have 24 hours to survive. You'd probably think the hardest part would be finding food. It isn't. The first problem is water, shelter, and not getting yourself killed while looking for either. Your ancestors were not wandering around helplessly waiting for nature to hand them lunch. They knew their landscapes. They tracked animals, recognized edible plants, controlled fire, made tools, and worked together. You, meanwhile, can spend 10 minutes looking for your phone while it's in your hand. So morning arrives. You need water. You'd look for a reliable source such as a river, spring, or other freshwater source, while paying attention to tracks and animal activity. Water attracts everything, including things that would very much prefer you were not standing there. Next, shelter. You don't need to build a luxury cave with central heating. You need somewhere that protects you from cold, wind, rain, and exposure. A simple sheltered location could make the difference between being uncomfortable and being dangerously cold. Then comes food. And this is where your survival fantasy starts falling apart. You cannot simply walk into the forest and confidently identify dinner. Some plants are edible, some are poisonous, some look almost identical. Hunting is even worse. A modern human with no training is not suddenly becoming a prehistoric hunter because the calendar changed. But here's the strange part. You might not need to hunt at all. If you were lucky, you could find edible plant foods, insects, shellfish, eggs, or leftovers from an animal kill, depending on where you were. The problem is knowing what is safe and actually available. Your biggest advantage would not be strength, it would be knowledge. And then there's fire. If you already knew how to make one, fire would be enormous. It gives warmth, light, a way to cook food, and some protection from animals. If you didn't know how to make one, suddenly that tiny orange flame becomes one of humanity's greatest inventions. Night is where things get serious. You can't order an Uber. You can't call emergency services. You can't turn on a light. Every sound matters because your brain is suddenly doing the job of an entire security system. And that matters because 100,000 years ago was not one giant wilderness. Humans lived across different environments, and survival looked different in a coastline, grassland, forest, or cold region, depending on season, weather, and local resources. So could you survive 24 hours? Maybe. But surviving one day would depend less on being tough and more on preparation, environmental knowledge, teamwork, and luck. Humans survived the prehistoric world because they learned, cooperated, remembered, adapted, and passed that knowledge forward. You wouldn't need to become a caveman, you'd need to become useful. Find water, build shelter, stay warm, avoid stupid risks, use what you know, and hope nothing with bigger teeth has the same plans for tonight. You are not surviving because you're stronger than them. You are surviving because you're human.